Who can you have as the beneficiary on your life insurance policy? Can you be the beneficiary on somebody else's policy? And what does that even mean? We'll get into it. My name is Jake Williams, and I'm a life insurance specialist with Step Up Wealth Management. For more information on life insurance or the role that it can play in an overall financial plan that is built around you and your goals, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified immediately anytime I upload a video and you never miss one. So, working from the back forward on those questions, what it means to be the beneficiary of a life insurance policy is the beneficiary is the individual or individuals that are paid the death benefit of a life insurance policy. By the way, life insurance works, the person that is being insured cannot receive the death benefit unless there are some other circumstances, but those are for other videos. Most of the time, and when the life insurance is being used as life insurance, the individual that's being insured cannot get the payout. So who does it go to? Listed in your policy, you list the beneficiary or beneficiaries. Could be single, could be plural. And that is the individual that receives the death benefit at the time of death of the insured individual. So who can you list as a beneficiary on your policy? There are only a few restrictions on there. First of all, has to be a legal entity. So that could be an individual, that could be an entity such as a charity, or it could be a trust. It could also be a class. And where you would normally see that is you could potentially list something like my children as beneficiaries. And then it would be up to some sort of executor at the time of the payout to figure out what that actually meant. The easiest way to take care of it is to list and identify beneficiaries at the time that you're signing up for the policy. Or if you need to change it later, change it. But make sure that the easiest thing to do is just to have named, identified beneficiaries listed in the policy. So can you be the beneficiary of somebody else's policy? Usually, yes. The only real restriction on that is you have to have some sort of insurable interest. That to the life insurance company, that means you have a reason for having the coverage pay out to you from the death of somebody else. And that coverage, not the evidence, the insurable interest. Sorry, my mind went blank for a second. That insurable interest, that can be a pretty vague and pretty broad description. That could be business partner. That could be family members. There are several reasons why you could have an insurable interest on somebody. If there's a debt, that's another one. Really what they're looking at is to try and make sure that you don't have somebody out there that is just taking out policies on people that they don't know and have no connection to just to get a payout when that person dies. It's there to prevent that kind of fraud. Employers and employees can have life insurance on each other in certain circumstances. You can have life insurance on business partners to pay each other if your business partner were to pass away. There are a lot of reasons you could have what is considered an insurable interest. So as long as you have a reason and it's a valid and realistic reason, there you go. And it's not just, I want to get money. So who can you have as your beneficiary? As long as it's a legal entity. So it's a person, it's a trust, it's a charity, it's an entity, it's a class. You can list that as your beneficiary. You can be the beneficiary on somebody else's policy as long as there is an insurable interest. And being a beneficiary simply means that you receive the payout of the death benefit upon the death of the covered individual. Being the beneficiary does not give you control or access of the life insurance policy. You cannot make changes to the policy as a beneficiary. Only the owner can make those changes. Being the beneficiary does not give you access to the cash value if it is a policy that carries cash value. Only the owner can access that. The beneficiary receives the payout. That's it. No other rights or responsibilities to the beneficiary. We'll get a little bit more into who you might want to name beneficiaries and why you might want to do it in future videos. But for now, if you have a question about what it means to name a beneficiary or how to name a beneficiary or can I change it, go ahead and drop me a comment down below. I'm looking for ideas for more videos, and it helps me know what kind of questions you guys have so I can turn those into more videos in the future. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job and just keeps everything rolling. But most importantly, if what we talked about today and the beneficiary of your life insurance policies and figuring out who that is or what it means is something that you want to talk about, there's a link in the description below where you can apply to become my client. Go check it out. We figure out what works for you, how we can make it work, and we try to fit it into your life, your budget, your goals, your needs, your circumstances. What we're looking for, though, is that you have the ability and the resources to take care of your now, your future, and beyond. Thanks for watching.